Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. There is only one problem which we all suffer from. It's a common problem. And it is the problem of identity crisis as to who we are. Once we know who we are, what we are, there won't be any problem in life. See? Without knowing this, our correct identity, we may keep on struggling, doing anything. It is going to be total waste. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita takes out this as the main theme. See? And Bhagavad Gita is such a beautiful book. It is like a big mega mall. Whatever you want, you get it. You want devotion, there is devotion. You want karma, there is karma. You want yoga, there is yoga. You want knowledge, there is knowledge. Whatever you want. And there is no compulsion. But if you study the scripture, Bhagavad Gita, without any biasness in your mind, then you will come to know Arjuna confesses right in the beginning what is his problem. He says, Karpanya dosho pahata svabhavaha pruchhami tvam dharma sammudha chetaha yas sreyasyad nishchitam bruhitan me shishyasteham shadhimam tvam prapannam. Because of the Karpanya dosha is self-pity. Whenever anybody is miserable, he has pity on himself. As we should not feel pity on others, we should not also feel pity on oneself. Whenever we feel pity on ourselves, we lose our confidence. We lose our faith. We forget our abilities. So Arjuna says, Karpanya dosha, upata svabhavaha. And therefore, my original nature to fight the war is totally clouded. Then, pruchhami tvam dharma sammudha chetaha. Dharma sammudha chetaha means the one who is confused about his role in this world. What for we are here? On the battlefield, Arjuna was only for fighting the war. But instead of fighting the war, he started talking the language of all frustration and depressed person. Because he was having a crisis as to who is he. Whether he is a grandson to Bhishmacharya, or he is a disciple to Dronacharya, or he is brother to all the brothers in the opposite line. Who is he? And because of this confusion as to who is he lost his confidence. And whenever a person goes in depression, he wants to either commit suicide or run away from the challenges of life. And the challenges are mistaken as problems because the negativity creeps in him. So he says, Yas shreyasya nishchitam bruhitan me. O Lord, kindly tell me what is good for me, not what I like. See, what is good for me? And it's a very funny contradiction. What is good for us, we don't like it. And what we like, it is not good for us. Very few students ask this question. Sir, please tell me what is good for me. We go and tell the teacher, tell me this. So, it is like a typical Indian going to the doctor and telling the doctor what medicine he should give me. See? So, yes, shreyasya nishchitam bruhitan me. And shishyasteham. Now, to whom it is given? When he accepts, I am thy disciple. Shishyasteham. Then, shadhimam tvam prapannam. I totally surrender to you. Now you instruct me. See, friends, students and the devotees, there is a lot of difference. Student is the one, Shishya is the one, disciple is the one who has gone to the teacher to change himself. And devotee is the one who makes the guru change himself. See the difference? Therefore, when there are many devotees around a Mahatma, that is his spiritual practice. He has to adapt himself to all the fools around. See? So Arjuna confesses, Shishyasteham, I am thy disciple, kindly instruct me. And thereafter whole Bhagavad Gita is told. Now Bhagavad Gita tells so many things. There are 18 yogas in Bhagavad Gita. First is Arjun Vishada Yogonam, Sankhya Yogonam, Karma Yogonam. There are 18 yogas. And the best part is, none of them Arjuna ever practiced. He was on the battlefield. When there are armies both sides, he is standing in between. Will there he do yoga, pranayam, anulom vilom? No. Will he keep on chanting the Lord's name, Hare Ram, Hare Ram? No. See, will he do the karma yoga, go and dig the hole and again fill it? There were two typical sincere, unintelligent workers. They have been given a job, make a hole, the second person will put the sapling, third person should close it. So it will go fast. So they started, one person was making the hole, next one filling it. Second, again make another hole, he was filling it. Hey, what are you doing? One person is digging the hole, you are filling it. He said, we are duty conscious, we are doing our duty. But what for? There is in between one person who is supposed to put a sapling there, but he is on leave. But we do our duty. See? So none of this thing was ever practiced by Arjuna. And after hearing the whole Bhagavad Gita, what Bhagavan Krishna asked him a question. Kachid eta shrutam partha tvaya ekagrena chetasa. Arjuna, did you listen with single pointed mind what I have been talking to you? And Kachid ajnana sammohaha pranashtaste dhananjaya. And your delusion about your identity crisis, has it gone or not? Or you are still holding on to, no, it is everything is true, but see. And in reply to that, Arjuna says, Nashto mohaha, now my delusion is gone. I know I am here on the battlefield to fight the war and not cry. How can I kill my grandfather? How can I kill my guru? No, you are on the battlefield. Exactly. What is the purpose Arjuna has come on the battlefield? To fight a war. But he forgot it because of identity crisis. Exactly the same way. We have come in this world for what? For only one purpose. Let us be an instrument through whom he can express fully. But we also have identity crisis. Whether I am man or woman, whether I am rich or poor, whether I am Indian or non-Indian, whether I am good or bad, whether I am husband or wife. Such a big chaos. And with that chaos, we want to look into this world. The net result is our total life is a burden of delusion that we are carrying through. What is the purpose Arjuna had come on the battlefield? Only one purpose. Fight to win. In the same manner, we are in this human form only for one purpose. Let us be such that he can express through us in his full glory. And this can happen. What Bhagavan Krishna did to Arjuna, only he corrected his focal length. When we go to the ophthalmologist, they don't give us vision. They only correct our focal length ability. Like, if I take out my glasses, I see all of you as a collage. I can't distinctly see you separate from each other. So when the doctor has given me these glasses, what has happened? Now the ability to adjust the focal length is restored. In the same manner, study of scriptures, study of Bhagavad Gita gives us the ability to restore our focal length. If this is not happening, all what we are doing is merely a wastage. And it's for this purpose, in this 15th chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna takes up this main theme, the essence of everything. So, first of all, he takes this world. And in that world, yesterday we were told, world is not only the things outside, but the real world begins from our own gross body identification. If we are not identified with the body, this world doesn't exist for us. This experience you cannot deny. See, friends. So when the world is created, the moment you are identified with the body. Where from the world begins? It begins from our own gross body. Where does it end? It ends when there is no disidentification, world ends. See, but all these things is happening. But there is one factor which has never begun, which has never modified, which has never changed, which has never died, which is eternal presence. See, friends, now for this you don't have to do anything. Just become aware. We are eternal presence. Before the body was born, we were there. The body is there, we are there. When the body drops, we continue to be there. See, friends, in this manner, when we start understanding and contemplating, then the teacher says, Na rupamasseha tathopalabhyate nanto na chadir na sampratishtha. This world as we see after body identification, that world is no more seen the moment you recognize this principle, that the world begins after body identification. Nanto na chadir na sampratishtha. There is no beginning, there is no end. And it never exists. See, friends, once this becomes deep in our understanding, you may not have experience, but theoretically we have accepted. Thereafter the teacher says, Tataha padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gata nanivartanti bhuyaha tameva chadyam purusham prapadde yata prasruti prasuta purani. After having prepared this base of understanding, thereafter the teacher says, now you seek the absolute. See, when we use our GPS, what are the minimum two things? Point of origin and destination. Then only the path can be ascertained. So what is the point of origin? This world is real. Destination, you are the reality behind the world. So what is the path? Discard all that, what you are not. See, friends, therefore, tataha, thereafter having accepted this principle, and here you don't have to believe. Most important thing, you don't have to believe. Only analyze your own experience. It is for this purpose only the law of karma is told in the scriptures, not for doing karma, to get out of this funny thing called as karma. See, friends, what is the law of karma? Whatever good or bad experiences we have in this life, it is the result of our bad karma in the last life. Agreed. Whatever good or bad karma we do in this life, in the next life we will suffer. This body will not remain, but we will continue to remain and suffer. Therefore, what is the understanding? Understanding is, before this body was born, we existed. In this body, we are existing. When this body is dropped, we continue to exist. So who are we? The one who is never born, who never grew, who never died, but we are the continuous, unbroken existence. See, friends, tataha padam tat parimargitavyam. This is how we seek the truth. See, friend. Yataha pravrutti prasuta purani, where from the whole world comes out. If I is not there, the world is not there. Everything begins from this I. But who can achieve this? Up to here we have come yesterday. Who can achieve this? Nirmana moha, jita sanga dosha, adhyatma nitya, vinivritta kama, dvandvair vimukta, sukha dukkha sanyaihi, gacchanti amudhaha tat avyayam padam. Anybody cannot. See, friends, study of Bhagavad Gita and changing oneself is like going to a gym. Not like going to a hospital. One day I was going to gym and another person, he said, Swamiji, where are you going? I said, I'm going to gym. May I come with you? You can come, I have no problem. He came. So you have to show the card. I was admitted. He said, I want to come. I said, I can't do anything. You ask the in charge over here. The in charge saw him. He said, no, you cannot come. He became very angry. Why I cannot come? Swami, you are allowing. I will pay double, but I want to come. He said, look here. You should go to hospital. You have got a fractured leg. You have got a belt in your back. And you have got a collar also. And with that, what exercise will you do? Then go to hospital. Exactly the same way. Those who are lost in this world, my wife is like that, my children are like that, my health is like that, Ram, 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 go to hospital. Only healthy people can study scriptures. And health is not only body health. The health is you are committed to the truth. Nothing in this world should ever disturb us. Therefore, nirmana moha, jita sanga dosha, get rid of this body identification. Wrong company should be rejected. Then, adhyatma nitya, always we have to keep a watch on the quality of our mind. Is the mind getting depressed? Is it getting agitated? Is it reacting? Is it sleepy? See? There are many people who tell me, one day one person I met on some airport and he told, he said, Swamiji, you are really great. I said, thank you. Do you know how? I said, I don't know. I don't want to know also. He said, no, I'll tell you. When I come from my work, I am damn tired. I take my dinner, go to my bed, and first thing I do, start your MP3. In no time I go to sleep. So I was thinking, people listen to me to awaken. No, people also listen to go to sleep. That day I discovered I am anesthetic in my talk. Jita sanga dosha, adhyatma nitya. See, we are extremely alert. I am talking for last 20 minutes. Yes, 20 minutes. Don't answer this question. Out of 20 minutes, how many minutes you are listening to me? Huh? Mind is constantly running here and there. It's not available. See, therefore, we have to learn this simple principle. Whatever we do, we must be 100% available. Whatever we do. If you are eating, enjoy every bite. If you are walking, walk every step happily. Get fully involved. 100% presence is God realization. See. So, Adhyatma Nitya, and for that, study of scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, I told you yesterday, is very essential. Then, Vinivritta Kamaha, the fourth practice. Vinivritta Kamaha means the one who is free from the burden of desires. See, friends, take an example how the desires are an abnormality. It is a cancer of mind. See? If you have to catch a morning flight and you have to go from here, so you calculate, I will have to leave this way, so I have to get up in the morning at 2 o'clock, 2:30, finish my bath, 3 o'clock I leave, it will take 1 or 2 hours, and then I have to catch the flight, so you calculate. And go early to bed, finish your food and all that, and only one thought, one desire, you have to catch the morning flight. You have to wake up in the morning at 2:30, 3 o'clock. During that period, you see your watch 398 times. One desire, that we have to catch your flight early in the morning, that one desire is enough to destroy your whole night. We have got Himalayan desires. Whole life is spent only in fulfilling the desires. Friends, desires have to be transcended through wisdom. This is where the inquiry is so important in life. Mechanical lifestyle is not spiritual lifestyle. See, friends, what is the inquiry? If we are to look within what we have done till date, only one thing. In vain effort to fulfill our desires. Right from childhood, how many desires we have fulfilled? 1, 2 millions. Have we come to a point, no more desires? See, there was a devotee of the Lord, and he was so much enchanted by God's glory, all the time chanting His name and dancing, and God appeared before him. Devotee, I am very happy with your devotion. I have come with my helicopter, Garuda helicopter, and therefore you come with me to Vaikuntha. The devotee said, I won't come alone. I want everybody in this world to be liberated and come to the Vaikuntha, to the heaven. Bhagavan said, forget about the world, you come. He said, no, I am a devotee, I want everybody to come. You may want, but do others want? He said, anybody you bring without any credentials will be admitted in the flight. So first of all, that devotee went to the sannyasi. Sannyasi is the one who has renounced everything. So he goes to sannyasi. Sannyasi Maharaj, there is a offer, free offer, to go to the heavens, to Vaikuntha. Come. Sannyasi said, no way. I am constructing the ashram, I am constructing the temple for the God. Now I have to fix the marbles there. God himself has come. But he is interested in constructing the ashram and the temple for the God. Desires. Then he got frustrated, went to the Vanaprastha, retired person. You come, he said, what you come? Now my grandchild is born, unless his grandchild gets married, how can I come? That Vanaprastha, retired person, also refused. He went to Grihastha, the married one. So the Grihastha said, are you mad or what? I am just married, now there are many more things to happen. Forget about heavens, who wants to go there? He became so disgusted, he went to a brahmachari student. The student said, no, I have to study. Who wants God? Finally he got disgusted, the devotee. He went to a pig. Mr. Pig, there is a free offer, come. He said, I will ask Mrs. Swine. I can't come on my own. So he went to his wife. Hey, this is an offer, should we go? Wife says, Do we get the same thing to eat what we get over here? Then only we can come. See, friends, who wants the truth? Only because this virus of desire has attacked our mind. See? And this can be removed only by proper thinking, not by any other way. And what is the thinking? We have completely fulfilled our so many desires. Have we discovered fulfillment in desire? No. Then exactly what is happening? So we come to know, if desire is a normal condition of mind, we will not want to remove the desire. See, if there is an abscess on my hand, I will go to the doctor, I want to remove it, because it is not normal. In the same manner, if desires are normal for the human mind, why we want to remove them? And what we are doing, fulfillment of the desire is the removal of the desire. But then another abscess comes, another desire comes. You fulfill that, the third one comes. And yet we have not understood that fulfillment of desires is an impossible task. Then learn that whenever a desire is fulfilled, we do experience happiness. Where from that happiness comes? You can't deny your experience. Now inquire. See? So suppose I have a desire for anything. Let us take, I have a desire for eating pickles while taking food. And I don't get, okay, okay. And then somebody comes, Swami, pickles for you. Aha, and I eat. Now what happened? When I did not get the pickles, my mind was agitated. When I got the pickles, mind has become quiet. If that joy was the content of the pickles, everybody should have felt happy by eating the pickles. But everybody doesn't feel happiness. But then how do I get happiness? Because the mind is free from the burden of desires for a fraction of a second. Desire-free mind is consciousness. Think. Desires are born under two conditions. Condition number one, a sense of incompleteness. Condition number two, a sense of otherness. These two things together give the birth to the desire. Otherwise, why a happy, young, intelligent, qualified, free boy think of getting married? Why will he think? Everything is perfectly all right, but then the sense of incompleteness. What a life without a wife. He gets married and suffers. And then again the same mind tells, what a life because of the wife. And then you separate. So when you got married, you were happy because that agitation was quieted for some time. Then the same wife became the cause of agitation. So you wanted to separate, you divorced. The moment you divorce, again the mind is quieted. But again the mind started, let me give another chance. And again you get into the same rut. We don't learn from our own experiences. The real spiritual life is learn from your experiences. Learn. And when you learn, you grow wise. See, friends, if we don't learn from our experiences, we grow old and otherwise. Think. This is such a simple thing. And thereafter you will come to know, for the need of every one of us, this world is enough. But for the greed of only one, the whole world is not enough. how many things we keep on collecting, cluttering in our house. See, friends. Therefore, vinivritta kamaha. Now, how to get rid of the virus of desire? First, proper understanding. Second thing, very simple things I am telling you. Second thing is living at zero complaint level. No complaint about anything. We have got 101 complaints. If it is cold, it is winter, oh God, it is very cold. Naturally, winter will be cold, but we complain. Then it is summer, oh, it is too hot, naturally summer will be hot. Then it starts raining, oh, it is too heavily raining, naturally rainy season rains will come. So God listens to all our complaints and He comes to a conclusion. This fellow, give him everything, he only complains. Therefore, he doesn't listen to our complaints. See, friends, wherever we are, whatever we have is optimum for our growth spiritually. What plant, what tree should grow where in this universe is not determined by the tree or the plant. In the right place only the seeds fall. In the same manner, where we will evolve spiritually, in the right environment only, we are placed. Changing the place, changing the people, changing the situation, or waiting for the change in time is not the spiritual creed. Therefore, vinivritta kamaha. Everything is fine. Then, dvandvair vimukta sukhadukka sajnaihi. The last spiritual practice. Dvandva is the complementary pairs of opposite. Sukhadukka sajnaihi. Joy and sorrows, they coexist. Like the two sides of a coin. If there is a joy, don't worry, miseries will come. If there is misery, don't worry, joy will come. If there is success, don't worry, failure will come. If there is failure, don't worry, success will come. This is how the world is. See, friends, never have this wrong imagination. There should be only good. It is not possible. Like the cloth. Cloth is made out of the threads crisscrossing each, is it not? Cloth is not made out of threads going only in one direction. No, but I want something which is made out of the threads going in one direction. Then take a rope and hang yourself. Not possible. In the same manner, this world is like this. There is no option left. See, friends, take all the great masters. Did they live in a very sophisticated world? No. They lived in the same world. During their time, also there were political problems, there were economic problems, there were natural calamities. Everything was the same. How they lived? Only this principle. Living at zero complaint level. No complaint about anything in this world. Your mind will remain at peace. Therefore, sukhadukka sannehi, we should accept this is how the world is. But if we keep on complaining, but no in India, then you go back to India. Don't come over here. I was in Charlottesville, there I was talking. This particular topic I spoke to them. I said, one thing, these people, all the time when they are here, they talk about India. When they are in India, they talk about America. Both the places, they are not sincere. And what do they get out of it? Nothing. Wastage of time and energy. Wherever you are, belong to that place 100%. You are doing meditation. See, friends, dvandvair vimukta sukhadukka sannaihi. Gachanti amudha, such non-deluded people. Amudha means those who are not deluded. They alone attain the absolute. See, friends, Gachanti amudha tad avyayam padam. And what is that absolute experience? There, Yada Aditya, there the teacher says, where the lights cannot shine. See? That means beyond the scope of sense organs. Sense organs only make the things available to us. For a blind person, colors and forms don't exist. For a deaf person, sounds don't exist. So these are the lights which are illuminating all these worldly things. So that reality is the one which is beyond the scope of all this. Gachanti mudha padam avyayam na tad bhasayate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha yad gatva na nivartante tad dhama paramam mama. The Lord says, na tatra suryo bhati. See, Surya, the sun, means the sense organ. Neither the sense organs, nor the organs of action, nor the mind can ever comprehend that truth. We have to transcend all that. This experience, which cannot be put in words, which cannot be explained in terms of emotions, which cannot be written as a concept. This eternal presence is our essential nature. This is called as a devotion. See, friends, na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhanti kuto yamagnihi. This mantra comes from Kathopanishad. Therefore, nirmana moha jita sangadosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kama द्वंद्वैर विमुक्ता सुख दुख संजय गच्छन्त्य मूढ़ा पदमव्ययन्तन न तद्भासयते सूर्यो न शशांको न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम. Up to here, the spiritual practice with reference to the world is told. Hereafter, next topic is taken about our identity. See? There Bhagavan says, Mamaivamsho jivaloke jivabhutas sanatanaha manashashtani indriyani prakritisthani karshati shariram yadavapnoti yachapyut kramatishvaraha gruhatvaitani sanyati vayurgandhani vashayat shrotram chakshusparashanam cha rasanam ghranameva cha adhisthaya manashchaya vishayanupasevate utkramantam sthitam vapi bhunjanam va gunanvitam vimudha nanupashyanti pashyanti jnana chakshusha. These four verses tell what is the meaning of a soul. If this you can digest, then God's grace is showering on you in full bloom. We are told in every philosophy, in every religion, there is one soul per body. Like there is one soul per shoe. See, friends, in Sankhya philosophy, in Yoga philosophy, in devotion, the sadhana devotion, in karma, in Buddhism, in Jainism, all the places they talk about liberation of the I. There is no liberation of I. There is liberation from I. See, friends, the purpose of telling this is totally different, and what we have understood is totally different. Therefore, the teacher says, only the one who is not deluded, he can comprehend it. Others cannot. See, one story I'll tell you. Whenever some statement is made, what is the purpose of that statement? Like, on the cigarette packets it is written. I don't know what is written here. In India they write, cigarette smoking is injurious to health. Now what for it is written? Is it written to have authenticity of the packet? It is a sealed packet. On this it is written, therefore we can buy 2 more packets. Or it is written for us to remind, stop smoking. So what is the purpose? In the same manner, one day I was talking and trying to make a point through a story. The story was, there was a fish, he happened to go to a well. And in that well there was a frog. So when the fish was seen by the frog asked, hey, who are you? He said, I am a fish. Where from you have come? I have come from ocean. What is ocean? Ocean is huge collection of waters. How much huge? So the frog in the well, with his small hand he showed, this much water. The fish doesn't have neck, he has only tail. So he said, no. Then the frog got angry. He took his both the hands. This much water? He said, no. Then he took a leap in the waters. This much? He said, no, Baba. So he got frustrated and diagonally he jumped from wall to wall. This much water? The fish said, no. Then let's come to ocean. Both of them go to ocean. And when they fall in the ocean, now the fish asks, tell me how much is the water in the ocean? The frog keeps his mouth shut. So what is the moral of the story? A person lost in the finite can never imagine what is infinite. This is the purpose of the story. When I told this story, one elderly person sitting right in front, after the lecture was over, he asked, Swamiji, I got a question. I said, please ask. How did the fish go to the well? So I told him, by Kingfisher Airline. Now imagine, what is the purpose of the story? See, friends, exactly the same way, we are all expert in blaming others for all our problems of life. We are expert in that. If I am a husband, miserable because of my wife. If I am a son, miserable because of the Hitler father. Very clear. Now till such time we blame others for our miseries of life, what we will do? We will try to improve others. We will try to change others. It can never happen. Therefore we are told, you are squarely responsible for all the problems of your life. Nobody is responsible for your miseries. But I have not done any bad thing to anybody in this life. No, not in this life, the last life. But I don't remember, never mind. You may not remember. That doesn't mean the effect will not be there. But now what can I do? First thing, stop blaming others. Second thing, now behave properly with everybody. Or else, in the next life, again the same lady will be your wife. No, I don't want that. Then behave properly. Now see the net result. Net result is, we stop blaming others and we become self-oriented. Normally we are self-centered. Giving up the self-centeredness and becoming self-oriented is the birth of a spiritual seeker. It is for this purpose we are told the last life, this life and next life. See, friends. And then, Mamai vansho jivaloke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manashashtani indriyani prakriti sthani karshati. Bhagavan says, I, the eternal principle, manifest as a soul in everybody. Now be very attentive, it's a very technical topic. In the infinite, finite is only imagined. It is not real. See? Like the example I gave you yesterday, space is infinite. In the infinite space, directions are imagined. They are not real. On the globe, the latitudes and longitudes, have you seen a line? When I was in Kenya, Kusumu, one village, there was a big monument. The equator passes through this line. So I was saying, where is the line, where is the line? Only imagined. You go to London, Greenwich, there they have put a line. From here, the time is counted. GMT plus minus so and so. Only imaginations. They are not real. To understand this principle of soul, which is imagination, which is not real. Real you are, not the soul. See, friends, to understand this soul business, I'll tell you in a very simple example. Man you take as God. This is just an example. Man as God. Now this man, when is referred with reference to his father, he is called as the son. With reference to his wife, he is called as the husband. With reference to his son, he is called as the father. Has this one man become three? These are only imaginations. Man is real. If the father dies, nothing happens to the man, nor anything happens to the son. Because when there is no father, how can he be son? When the wife goes away, nothing happens to the husband, nor anything happens to the son, the man. Think. So as, what is the husband there for? Husband is man plus the limitation of the wife and expression of the unlimited man through the limitation of the wife called as husband. These three things put together is husband. Think. Exactly the same way. Paramatma, the supreme reality, expressing through the limitation of the Panchakoshas, that expression plus the Panchakoshas plus Paramatma, these three things together is called as Jiva or the soul. Like husband is a common noun. It is not a proper noun. In the same manner, soul is a common noun. Like every man getting married is called as husband. Every man. In the same manner, whatever may be the body, man, woman, dog, donkey, mosquito, cobra, any body, through that, when the consciousness expresses as life, that expression of consciousness through the limitation of the conditioning together is called as soul or the jiva. See, friends, this is the most important thing that will take away all the problems of your life. Like take for example, here there are about a dozen bulbs. Bulbs are many, I agree. But are the lights different? Light is one. When one bulb becomes fuse, can anything happen to the principle of light as well as to electricity? Nothing happens. In the same manner, when life stops functioning from this bulb, nothing will happen to other bulbs. They'll keep on shining. This reality is mentioned in this principle of soul or the jiva. Mamaivansho jivaloke jiva bhuta sanatanaha. And there how the jiva functions, manashashtani indriyani prakriti sthani karshati. Then the five sense organs and the mind, with this, now he becomes extrovert. Like yesterday I gave you example. When we switch on the light, our attention goes on the things in the room. Attention doesn't go on the light and never goes on the electricity. In the same manner, when consciousness expresses through the body as life, life is a common denominator. See friends, let it be the hunger of a rich man or hunger of a donkey. Hunger is a hunger. It's not different. It is the same. See friends, therefore, this principle of life, when it becomes manifested, it starts expressing through the sense organ and the mind. Prakriti sthani karshati. Then he becomes by default extrovert. See friends, there was one girl who was all the time standing near the window on the first floor of their house. So in India, girls are supposed to be, little more disciplined. They can't go late too much. They have to come home before sunset or as early as possible. They can't go and loiter with the boys. So one girl was standing near the window, and the old lady in the house, she has nothing to do, she was observing. Last 3 days, this girl is standing there looking outside. There must be some mess. So she told her daughter-in-law, see why this girl is standing near the window? So inquiry was set up. Why are you standing near the window? So the girl says, because from window I want to see inside the house. Is it possible? When you are standing near the window, you will look outside. Exactly the same way. When we are seated in the windows of our personality, the sense organs, we will become extrovert. That is what Patanjali says, pratyahar. Pratyahar is close all the gateways of the world in the mind. See? So, this is by default, is nobody's fault. In Upanishad it says, Paranchi khani vatrura swayambhu tasmat paran pashyati nantaratman kaschit dhiraha pratyagatmana maikshat avrutta chakshuhu amrutatva vichyan. By default, God has created our sense organs which are naturally extrovert. But there is one rare, indeed a sincere seeker of truth, who has the ability to close his faculties and seek the truth that he is. First, we have to recognize the reality as our essential nature. Then we will be able to see that the same reality is manifesting in and through everything. What we see the world, what we have seen ourselves. When I think myself with the conditioning of money, that I am poor, for me the world is poor and rich. If I consider myself to be the man, then the world is man and woman. If I consider myself to be the healthy, the world is healthy and unhealthy. If I consider myself to be a sinner, the world is sinner and good people. And when I come to know that I am the absolute divine reality, from that standpoint, everything is divinity alone. Therefore, first we have to recognize the divine self that we are. So we have got rid of the world. Now get rid of this soul business. See? So, mamai vansho jivaloke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manashashtani indriyani prakriti sthani karshati. Then shariram yadavapnoti yachapyutkramati ishvaraha. Then our scriptures tell, oh, if you have done a bad thing, you will go to lower yonis. If you do good thing, you will go to the higher yonis. All these stories are meant only to tell us that we are a continuous, unbroken existence. Be attentive. If you think that you are a husband, then you have to suffer, no choice. If you think you are a body, you have to die, no option. If you think you are a soul, you have to be reborn again. No option. But if you come to know that you are the divine in whom the whole game of the world is being played, nothing happens to you. It's a choice given to us. What you take yourself to be. Like when we enter any country, they give us, the immigration form, the custom form. And in Sanskrit, custom means problem. So custom form they give. So there are many questions. Are you carrying deadly weapons on your person? Options are given, yes and no. Are you belonging to any terrorist organization? Yes or no. See? Are you carrying some animal products on you? Yes and no. So you are given a choice. Why do you write yes? Right? No, nobody compels you. Exactly the same way Bhagavan Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita. Anityam asukham prapya. You are entering world full of miseries. Question is put. Do you want to be miserable? Option is given. Yes and no. You choose. We are miserable by choice. If you refuse to be miserable, even God cannot make you miserable. But if you cooperate, even a mosquito can make you miserable. See, friends. Therefore, this jiva, then he goes from one body to another body. And how does he go? Along with him, he carries all the impressions that are gathered in this life. But this is just a story. This doesn't happen. That is not the purpose. Don't forget the purpose, what for it is told. See? And then there again he goes to the next body, he opens his suitcase. Every time wherever I go, when I open my suitcase, I remember this verse. Open the suitcase, take out what are the contents of my suitcase, that only will come out. So all the likes, dislikes, friendship, enmity, bad nature, good nature, all that is collected and again I open with that. See? A person who is always cranky, miserable, disgusted, has recently arrived from the hell. Because before being born as a human being, he was subjected to many tortures in the hell. And when a person is in the hell, he can be smiling. He'll be and then after all his sins are taken care of, he is washed away. But the nature has become complaining, frustrated, disgusted, crying, seeking attention. He is born as a human being. He will be having the same kind of nature. And a person who has come in this world from the heavens, he will be cheerful and happy because there it was all fun. No, this is made not for labeling others. I think she has come from hell. No. Find out yourself. Therefore, so shariram yadavapnoti yachapyut kramadishvara gruhitvaitāne sayyati vayurgandhani vasha shotram chakshu sparshanam cha rasaram ghranam cha adhisthaya manashchaya vishayan upasevate. And thus that way of life continues from one body to another body. See, friends, in one place they asked me this question, Swamiji, what is your opinion now? This India also is taking to that American style. What is your opinion? I said, what is that, Baba? I don't know. They say, no, they want to have sex education for the children in the school. I said, they are going to destroy our country definitely. Children don't need any sex education. They need self-control. Animals are never given sex education. They know it by default. Because all the life what we have been doing is any child that is born is told how to suck the mother's breast. He knows by default. The child never puts the things in his stomach directly. He puts only in the mouth. Because many lives he has been only eating. What he has done? So these are natural instincts. They are not required to be taught. But under the disguise of so foolish freedom, the children should be given the sex education. And then they get totally lost only in that. Self-control is required to be taught, not the sex education. See, friends, because every born animal, whether it is a human being, animal, plant, fish, everywhere it is natural. It is not required to be taught. So, in this manner, the soul goes from one body to another body, and then the teacher says, but the one, this whole story can be understood only by the one who is well read and has discovered this principle. Vimudha nanu pashyanti. Those who are fools, getting lost, they will never understand it. Pashyanti jnana chakshushaha. Those who have opened their eye of wisdom, they alone see this. See, friends. Be attentive. Any topic that is taken in our scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, there are 4 topics taken. One topic is what is the world. Second topic is the soul. Third topic is sin and merit. Fourth topic is hell and heaven. Fifth topic is reincarnation. Sixth topic is devotion. Seventh topic is knowledge. All of them are meant only for one purpose. The purpose is to bring our attention to our essential self. Like whatever you may eat, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, organic, inorganic, or boiled, or the grass along with the cows. The purpose is only one, hunger is satiated. In the same manner, every topic in our scriptures is meant only for let us know our divine nature. See? Like when we take food, so many dishes are prepared. Because if you take only the same dish every day, you get bored. See, friends. Therefore, whatever topic you may take, every topic is ultimately aimed at only this. We come back to our own self. See? So, vimudha nanu pashyanti. Those who are lost in cause and effect, they will never understand this. One of the biggest spiritual practice is drop cause and effect from your head. There is no cause, there is no effect. Cause and effect is an illusion. They are supported by something which is independent of cause and effect. For example, when there are colors and forms, then you can test whether your vision is perfect or not. Because colors and forms determine the vision. And if there is vision, then only colors and forms are established. So who is because of whom? See, friends, one father was scolding the son, I gave you birth, but the way you behave, the son said, Dad, enough is enough. Who told you gave me birth? Actually, I gave you birth. When I was not born, who called you dad? So the father is because of the son, or the son is because of the father? They are mutually dependent. Anything which is mutually dependent is supported by an independent factor, and that is the reality. See, friends, therefore, this cause and effect is the biggest catch in the spiritual inquiry. And what is the cause and effect? Sin, go to hell. Merit, go to heaven. Cause, effect, cause, effect. But before you doing sin or merit, find out what is the karma. Then you come to know karma is nothing but action plus a sense of doership. Sense of doership is not real. Drop the sense of doership, you don't do any karma. When you don't do any karma, the jiva, the ego has disappeared. Then who will go to where? See, friends, instead of remaining in a frightened mode, see, crowds are controlled only by two techniques. One technique is the control through creating guilt in the mind of the followers. And second is creating a sense of fear. This guilt and fear, they are remote controls where masses can be controlled from a distance. See, friends. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita says, Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi, spiritual path is attainment of fearlessness, not leading a life of fearful existence. So, Vimudha Nanu Pashyanti. But those who are fools, those who are lost only in the relative world, they can never recognize this. See, friends. Pashyanti Jnana Chakshushaha. Those who have thus inquired and come to know the truth behind the whole drama, they only recognize what they are. See, friends. After having revealed the truth to the student of Gita, now the same reality is seen everywhere. Therefore, I told you the principle, unless you recognize yourself, who you are, you will not be able to know what the world is. Thereafter, the path of devotion begins. And in that path of devotion, the teacher says, he gives a dozen examples. Yadadittyagatam tejo jagat bhasayate kilam yat chandravasi chagno tattejo vidhimamakam gama vishyacha bhutani dharayamyaham ojasa pushnami chaushadhi sarva somo bhutva rasatmakaha aham vaishvanaro bhutva praninam deham ashritaha pranapana samayuktaha pachamyannam chaturvidham. It tells, if you have discovered yourself, you will see me where yad adityagatam tejaha, the light in the sun is my manifestation. Okay, but it is far away, the sun is too away. How can we seek sun? Okay, go to moon. Yada adityagatam tejaha jagat bhasayate yat chandramasi, the light in the sun is also my light. Okay. But I can't have that money to go to the moon. Never mind, you have got a lighter in your pocket for a cigarette? Yes. Agni, whatever is the light in the fire, that me. Oh, you are so close to me. Not only that, yet then Gama Vishyacha Bhutani, entering the earth, I support the earth. I support all the vegetation. Not only that, when you eat the food, pachamyannam chaturvidham, the one who is digesting the food, he is also me. See the vision given. Start from the sun right up to your own stomach. There is nothing but one principle. See, friends, this is devotion. Yada nityagatam tejo jagat bhasayate khilam yachandramasi achagnav tat tejo vidhimamakam gama vishyacha bhutani dharayamyaham ojasa pushnami chaushadhi sarva somo bhutva rasatmakaha. I alone bring the nourishment in all the plant kingdom. And then aham vaishvanaro bhutva, I alone become the digestive power in all beings. And pachami annam chaturvidham, and I digest 4 types of foods. Bhagwan name it, carbohydrates, fats, proteins and whatever is remaining. Pachami annam chaturvidham. Oh, so God is in the stomach? No, man. He is also in your heart. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishtaha mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha vedaisya sarvai ahameva vidyaha vedanta krudveda videva chaham. I am in the heart of every being. I am in the heart of everything. See, friends, He doesn't call us sinner. We are not sinner. We are the divine manifestation. That is what had happened to Arjuna. He was having self-pity. Karpanya dosho bodha. No, don't have self-pity. You are divine friends. Don't condemn yourself. See, in the 4th chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Api chedasi papebhya sarvebhya papakruttamaha sarvam jnanaplavenaiva vrijinam santarishasi. Even if you are holding a doctorate in committing sins and crime, yet you are qualified to follow this path. Nobody is condemned. See, friends, when the Lord doesn't condemn us, why should we condemn us? See, friends, because the Lord sees only divinity in us, not the ugliness. Like the mother sees only beauty in the child. The foolishness of the child is recognized by the mother as the wisdom. See, the dirty thing of the child is recognized by the mother as something good. I'll give you my experience. One day, after my lectures were over, last day, in India we have got that tradition. I sit down, the people come to Namaskar, I give them one fruit as a prasad. So, and the people give dakshina. So when I was sitting there, so many people finish everything. Last one lady came, young girl with her baby. She said, Swamiji, I wanted to come but could not make it, and finally I decided today I will go, may what happened. And by your grace I was blessed with this son. So I have come to get your blessing for him. So I was sitting in a cross-legged position. So she kept her son in my lap. I said, Mama, you are great. People give me money as dakshina, but you have given me your son. I am so thankful. Now I will make him a great sannyasi. She started crying. No, Swamiji, you cannot take my son like that. I said, you gave me, I didn't ask. And when you give dakshina to somebody, you don't take it back. No, I am not going to give it back. She started crying and all that. And I was playing with the child. And the child has done what he should not have done. All the fragrance started coming out. I said, Mama, dirty fellow, take him away. What he thinks, I am a bathroom or what? Take him away. The moment I said like this, she was so happy. Swamiji, you are really divine. I said, what happened? 3 days he has not gone. By your touch he has gone. You can imagine, for that mother, defecation is a matter of celebration. Because the mother does not love the child. Mother has love for the child. Friends, God does not love us. God has love for us. See, friends. Simply saying God is love, love is God, nothing is going to happen. Recognize this. That if that God is expressing through us, we cannot hate anybody. Then love doesn't remain a verb for us. Then it becomes an experience. Love is not a thought. Love is an experience without thought. See, how can you quantify the love? I love you so much. Only this much. No, I love you so much. Like, some kids send me WhatsApp. They write, Swamiji, I love you so S followed by dozens of O. So much. Is this the way? Because you cannot quantify. It is infinite. This is the meaning that real devotion is. We are able to perceive the divine presence in and through every experience of our life. That is devotion. And this devotion will happen if We have corrected our thinking. Without proper understanding, devotion is only a mechanical process. See, friends. Therefore, unless these things which are told in our 15th chapter, we will nowhere be reaching near the truth. So what is the remaining part of this? And this is the most important part. The next verse comes. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishtaha mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha vedaischa sarvai ahameva vidyaha vedantakrut veda videva chaham. As I told you yesterday, essence of knowledge is Vedas, essence of Veda is Upanishad, essence of Upanishad is Bhagavad Gita, essence of Bhagavad Gita is 15th chapter, essence of 15th chapter is this verse. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishtaha mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha. This is the essence. And what is that and what it tells us? Let us leave it for the next episode. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.